How's it going? How's everybody doing? Essential Notes back to talk fragrance with you, and today I'm going to be showing 5 springtime fragrances that are built around incense or include a nice dosage of incense. So if you guys are incense lovers like myself, you might consider getting your nose on these and kind of adding a new springtime incense fragrance to your collection. When I think of like incense fragrances, my mind usually goes to like fall and winter type fragrances that are a bit darker and heavier. I never think of incense summer fragrance. If you guys know of one, please leave it in the comments. I would love to check it out. But there are a few that kind of remind me of springtime, and so I thought I would just share them, and if you guys are looking to add one, might consider these. So I have 5 and an honorable mention, so we'll start with the honorable mention, and the honorable mention is Wallowa. This is a 10 ml roller ball. I don't think they even put out the roller balls anymore, and it's made by Xarmony, which is Xarmony, so like harmony but with an X instead of an H. And unfortunately, it's an honorable mention because I don't think they make this anymore. The perfumer is Trill Noel. It's an indie house based out of, I think, Louisiana in the United States. And this is just like a really fresh air incense combo. So it has this fresh air vibe with lavender that gets caught on a breeze, makes its way to your nose. You have incense in the background. It's very soft. It gently awakens you. I remember I wore this during COVID, and in COVID you're kind of out of it. And so this is the perfect scent to just kind of gently reawaken the senses and bring you back into reality. And I love it. I think it was inspired by a Native American tribe that lived in the Wallowa Valley, and I think that's in the northwest part of the United States. This is a very beautiful scent. If you're able to hunt it down, I would definitely, jump on that. Moving on to the next one, and that one is going to be Mushin by Meleg Perfumes. And let's put this on real quick. Now, Meleg Perfumes is based out of, I think, Calgary, Canada. And Matt Meleg is the perfumer. And this is a Japanese incense fragrance. Matt lived, I think, in Japan for like 10 years. I think he frequented Kyoto, which is full of temples, and they have temple incense burning all the time. And this is a very beautiful, delicate incense fragrance. It's not like overtaking. It's very soft. It's more personal scent. It's very meditative, and this leans more to the maybe spiritual, meditative side. And it includes osmanthus. It has some peach and apricot in there. There's a kiss of rose, a little bit of jasmine, some soft woods, but the incense just kind of envelops you. It creates a beautiful scent bubble that is, again, touches the soul, man. This is a really, really great fragrance. It's one of my top 5 favorite incense fragrances. I definitely, if that sounds like your thing, like I would definitely try to get some samples. I think he does a 10 ml as well as a 50 ml bottle. The bottles are nice. They kind of have a floral design in the backdrop of the bottle with some frosted engraved M, and then Meleg, and the perfumes, and then the actual name of the fragrance is Mushin, and then on the back he has his label there. So yeah, so that's Mushin by Meleg Perfumes. Moving on, we're going to jump over to, this one is not a Japanese incense fragrance, but it is called Tokyo, and it's made by Gallivant, who is a niche brand out of the UK. And this scent is super interesting. They build fragrances around cities throughout the world. So this one on Tokyo. And it opens bright, green, and spicy. So you have bergamot and yuzu up top. There's some pepper, and then there's this super, super interesting wasabi accord right there in the mid. It's very, like I said, it's invigorating. It's fresh. It kind of grabs your attention right off the bat. Then there's some woodiness from hinoki, some incense in the background. So this isn't like Mushin where it envelops you in incense. It's more like incense in the background, and then it dries down to this beautiful ambery base, and it very much embodies that idea of Tokyo, the very forward-thinking, fresh, maybe modern, a little bit of spice, and then you have this more traditional incense vibe that maybe harkens back to Tokyo's history, and so I love it. It's a very interesting fragrance that it does a cool little change. Like I said, it goes from the spicy green, wasabi fresh, to this incense and ambery thing. So it takes you on a bit of a ride, which is super, super cool. So moving on to the fourth one, or actually it's the third one because I did my honorable mention, would be Basilica by Milano Fragranze. The perfumer on this one is Volane Collis, and I'm gonna just give a little dab here as I talk about it. This was my most worn fragrance last year. It was my best pickup last year. Like I said, I love incense fragrances. It captured my heart. This is like rosemary incense. That's how I would classify it. There is thyme up at the top. The rosemary to me is stronger than the thyme. Then in the mid, there's a bit of a milky quality, creaminess. And then there's also this fresh baked bread, but to me it smells like a rosemary focaccia bread. So it's almost like this warm baked bread, which is super inviting. Then you have this incense rosemary that melds together and it creates this aromatic, fresh, vibe. So you have the aromatics, you have the incense. To me, it's like two worlds that maybe shouldn't go together, but do. And it's amazing. Like I said, I love wearing this in the evening. There's a coziness to it. It feels like home. There's a home-like quality. I don't know if that's the fresh bread aspect that I get. And they don't list fresh bread at all in the note breakdown or chords or as anything. It's just what I get. But I love this stuff. I don't think enough people talk about it. And it's super unique. To me, it's super, super unique. But yeah, anyways, I definitely recommend, if that sounds cool to you, the aromatics mixed with incense, this kind of reviving, uplifting. That one is a bit more uplifting and it feels like a hug. Like if you need a hug, if you need an incense hug, there's your hug. So I would recommend that one. And then moving on to the fourth one is, I'm gonna spray this right here. So this one is the Forbidden City. This is by Statik Olfactive. They are a small niche brand here in the United States. They have, I think, 3 fragrances. They have one called Finding Forbidden Love. They have one called Into the Wild. And then they have this one, which used to be called the Forbidden City. It got retitled to the Forbidden Temple. And so this one, I didn't do it with Mushin, but it has a lot of similarities to Mushin. Oh, and sorry, just a quick thing. Gold flakes, man, for like I think this is like a 10 ml. Gold flakes. They're not cheap in their presentation at all. Cool cap. They also do I think it's a 50 ml bottle as well. But going back to this fragrance, it has a lot of similarities to Mushin in the sense that there's like osmanthus and there's incense, but where Mushin kind of engulfs you, this is like incense in the background. And the cool element of this is it has a phenomenal tea accord. It's a jasmine tea accord. I think they pull together black tea, green tea, jasmine tea, and they just build this beautiful tea structure. And you get that osmanthus poking through. You get peach and apricot here as well. it feels much more, a little more fruit forward, tea centric with incense in the background. A very calming fragrance. This has a lot of cool nuances. So as you wear it, you'll kind of pick up, you'll get a little bit more of the apricot here, and then maybe the peach will come out, and then you get like little facets of the tea, and it will smell like green tea, then the little bit of jasmine tea poking through, and I love it. It feels like a walk, kind of like a walk through a park, like in sunlight is flickering in through the leaves, and as you walk you get these like this different shading. That's what it feels like. So the incense in the background is phenomenal. It captured my heart, man. This is a very beautiful scent. Definitely check out Statik Olfactive. And the last one is one that I love. This is probably one of my top 5 incense fragrances as well. It's called Málaga Santa. It's by Oriza Legrand, and this stuff is so nice. So it's more like a churchy incense, but there's more to it than that. So there's like a really beautiful, a little gentle spice to it. There's some Spanish labdanum, I believe, in here. There's beautiful woodiness. You get that church incense, but it's not like an overdose of that church incense. And it also has this fresh air quality. So I think it is inspired by like the festivities that take place during Holy Week in Málaga. And I'm probably butchering that. And maybe, I don't know, Malaga, I don't know. But the Spanish city down south. So it's built around that. So I can't remember if it's like a parade that starts outside and carries on into the church, or if it starts in the church and then carries on outside of the church. But it has this fresh air quality vibe. You get that churchy incense that's not overkill. You get beautiful woods, labdanum, and it's amazing. It's an amazing scent. Like I said, it's one of my top 5s for sure. And three of these are in my top 5. I would say Mushin, Málaga Santa, and Basilica are like, they're right up there. So there you have it. There's 5 springtime fragrances that you might consider adding to your collection if you're looking for an incense fragrance that's more geared to springtime. Those are some you might try. If there's other ones that you really love, I'd love to hear about it. Leave a comment below about ones that I should maybe check out, and I'd love to do that. If you could, like, comment, subscribe, and share this. That would be greatly appreciated. Appreciate all you guys, and until next time, peace.